It's a battle of the undefeateds in the 4A state championship game. The guys that are going to bring you the action are Dave Lee and Justin Consemius.
Yeah, J.D. Pride, a kid that transferred over from Cretin-Durham Hall to get an opportunity to play more. A Gopher recruit. His father was a Gopher. Well, we talked about John Crockett. Again, he's a guy that's had his best games in the big games late in the year. 5 touchdowns a week ago in the semis. J.D. Pride, the quarterback. But then Gabe Mazenga, a guy that we haven't talked enough about as of yet. 128 tackles on the year, 8 sacks on the season, including 3 last week in their big victory in the semis. He's a big player to watch for when the Totino-Grace defense is on the field.
J.D. Pride taking a look at everybody from his quarterback position, going to roll out to the right and pass, and it's caught, but it looks like it'll be shy where they need to go. Wohlhart with a great tackle on LaVenture. One man in motion. They'll run that a lot. Coming across the other side, that reverse handoff. And that's pretty good yards out there for Tom LaVenture. This time to work the backs out of the eye. On third and real short. And the deep back is Crockett. And he is battling for his balance. His knee touched down at the 35-yard line. But that's John Crockett, man. This kid can fly. Over 1,600 rushing yards. Pride rolling right. Looking, trying to set up the pass, but he just doesn't have the time. Loses the ball. It's up for grabs. Picked up by the Sabres at the 46-yard line. John Milam.
Yeah, Jenkins, nice little year. You know, not a team that has to rely too much on the pass, but when they do, he's been fairly efficient.
Impact players here, Justin.
Yeah, Josh Kramer, a guy that's actually set a new career record at Sartell for over 500 carries. He'll get a lot of carries this afternoon.
Cole Jenkins will lead his team out at quarterback. Rolling, straight drop, man wide open on the left side. This is Orndorff down on the sideline and taken down from behind at about the 25-yard line, but Orndorff with a nice run after the catch, and Houston caught him.
Turnovers, where you change that possession, typically teams come out of that with a big passing play, and right there,
Jenkins, there's that quick look out to the right side to Orndorff, and that's one of those plays that you got to follow. The defense did the right thing. I haven't heard a whistle yet. That should be a live ball. That could be a Jeremy Klein touchdown for Totino-Grace. It is. Klein, the cornerback, the 6-foot senior, heads up. Boy, Justin, that's just the thing, and you know it. As a former D-back, you just got to go for that ball no matter what. Wow.
It's backwards.
What a play.
Everyone on the Sartell side sits there, but the presence to pick it up and run, give the kid credit.
Koken with it, a 76-yard return. And here, I don't know if we can see the angle or not, Justin. See where he threw it from or where he touched it at.
He threw it from the 24. It looks like he's catching it somewhere around that area.
Klein, meanwhile, will take his team out after they had recovered a fumble themselves. He wants to pass. There's that quick hitter, that quick slant. Nice shot, threw it right on the money. Very close to a first down out there.
Last week in the semis.
It's Crockett in motion. They'll hand it off, though, to Coma. Look at this. Big hole. Coma on a foot race down to the 20, trying to get inside, and just inside the 5-yard line where Voschel chases him down. Huge run for Ashford Coma. His longest to date was 44 yards. That one went for 66.
Yeah, great play by the fullback. Just a simple dive. But they got the linemen sealed down. The linebacker's not there to pick up the gap and make the tackle.
Got that full house behind him in the backfield. One man in motion. Handoff, Crockett trying to spin for yards down along the goal line. Reaches the ball in. He's got a touchdown. John Crockett.
The moves that he makes to elude tacklers. Right here, watch him bounce off the first tackler with the spin move, and then gets near that pylon. The presence of mind to just get that football out over the pylon to pick up the 6 points.
Koken is there, just almost stepped out of bounds just before going in. 2 plays, 70 yards on that drive, and the extra point is perfect An early 14-0 lead for Totino-Grace with 1:10. We'll look at the touchdown one more time with the amazing John Crockett. What a football player.
Well, and down there by the goal line, you know they're going to go to him, but look at this, just the spin move, gets the ball out over the pylon, gets the touchdown, and look at the bench. They're fired up.
It's Kramer that lines up right behind the quarterback. Jenkins back to pass, fake pump, picked off, intercepted. And here comes Mazenga to the 5. Won't get in there. Taken down right at the 3-yard line. Gabe Mazenga with a great interception. And the defense comes up with another big play for Totino-Grace.
Gabe Mazenga playing from his inside linebacker position. What a great play defending the pass. Makes the drop. And then great job filling in, and he's not a guy that's used to catching the football, but does a great job right there, and then he's trying his best to find pay dirt and bring that ball back for 6, but
backs will work out of the eye. That's Fust, who's the up back. Crockett is the deep back. And looking for that hole. Crockett right to the end zone. Got that great first step. John Crockett, his second touchdown of the game, and Totino-Grace widening the lead right here in the first quarter, and still 54 seconds left.
Been about opportunistic plays and mistakes made from the Sartell-St. Stephen offense. You can correct those things and find a way to claw back in this game, but right now it's just a fast start for Totino-Grace.
Koken. 21-0.
Try to find that open receiver downfield.
Now they'll put Tillman straight behind the quarterback, and that's Kramer coming around on the pitch from the side from the wingback spot. And he'll be down at about the 37 or 8-yard line right behind his quarterback. And again, they'll give to the wingback coming around. And look at the room out there. What a great run. Brent Orndorff making some nice moves all the way down to the 35-yard line before Matlin finally brings him down. And 7. Full house in the backfield. And back to pass. Big rush is on. Boy, Jenkins just not going to have a shot back there. He was smothered by Giuseppe Palermo and company as they got out there quickly on the defense. Gabe Mazenga in there as well. And the setback behind the quarterback, Pride. J.D. moving to the right. The quick pass is a first down, caught out at the 40-yard line, and ball is lost at the end of the play. Wohlhart was there with a hit. Looked like it was a fumble, but Totino-Grace retains possession of the football. That's Pride. To Crockett, trying to come across the other side. Boy, just when you think you have him, he spins back, comes out to the 45. Tillman got him, but it looked like Justin, they might throw him for a loss or no gain. He ends up getting about 5 yards out of the play, 4 yards maybe. Pride is under center. Como comes back in as the back straight up. This is LaVenture, nice hole across midfield, trying to get to the outside, making some great moves down the sideline, and finally taken out of bounds by Wohlhart inside the 30-yard line. Crockett 8 carries 87 yards already and a couple of touchdowns. He's in motion again, but this time they'll hand off up the middle. And look at this. Croma again with a long run, and this time Ashford's going to take it in for 6. "25-yard touchdown. He's had 2 long runs in this game.
Yeah, probably not a lot of focus on the fullback as you prepare for Totino-Grace, but again, they have enough weapons, Dave, where you can't focus too much on one player. Here's Croma, 5'9", 200-pound junior, so he's strong, but a little hard to see in that hole. Takes it inside, then pops it to the outside. And again, he's got some speed and strength to get another touchdown in his season.
Back to pass, Jenkins. Big rush. Oh, man, did he take a lick there. From the outside, Pat Kroenke was all over him, and LaVenture out on the wingback spots. That's Crockett in motion. Pride rolling, looking, moving it up. Now J.D. will run the football. Look at this. 40 out to the left side. Another nice move. He's a good-looking athlete, too. Pride, you know, with the guys he's got in the backfield, you don't need him to run very often, but he sure can he? Pretty good position on the field to kick it from. Snaps there, hold is up, kick is on the way. Got it over the crossbar. It's good. And he waits till the state tournament to get his longest field goal of the year and tack onto that lead 31-0. as the half comes to an end with Totino-Grace showing you why people say this may be one of the best teams they've ever had. Saying that this team can strike quickly, the Sabres are going to need to in the second half. Now we go to Tria Orthopedic Center for some tips for parents of athletes.
So let's recall last time Totino-Grace won the state championship 2 years ago, 2007, taking on Mahtomedi in a hotly contested battle, to say the least. Maybe the most memorable game, John Johnson, in Prep Bowl history.
Absolutely. You know, you won Mahtomedi. Went for 2-point conversion. It was as tense a moment as you'd find in this Metrodome. And all of a sudden,
they thought they had it
right there. And all of a sudden, the last play of the ball game, no time running out. You know, here it is right here. And it's a tip ball. And really, the receiver wasn't supposed to be there. And he catches it, goes a distance, does the hurdle into the end zone. Just a tremendous end to the Prep Bowl on that day, and I remember it very, very well. Fantastic day, fantastic ball game.
It gets loud in here for Viking games. It gets loud in here during every Prep Bowl game. But what was it like then?
It was fantastic. You know, it was kind of like an awe and shock, because you think that Mahtomedi won the game, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, it was over, and everybody's going home, and it was incredible. That's all I can say.
100 yards of total offense, and Totino has 215. But again, you take away that big long run, the game is actually a lot closer than you would think.
Look at this. Onside kick to start the second half, and Totino-Grace recovers it at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 2 now. Play action. Nice sharp pass. That's Crockett who caught it and just fights for yardage past the 30-yard line. Pretty impressive stuff. You see Bushell and Orndorff come off the bottom of that tackle.
Right. You know, sits back in that pocket, little play action. Sets his feet and finds his buddy, his best friend, John Crockett, downfield. And Crockett right there, a guy that wants to make the big play right now. Smart enough, sees it's not there, and just he's a north and south guy when he needs to be.
To the left this time. They'll pitch to that side. That is Crockett to the 20. Nice cut back inside. Spinning down the sideline to the 5. Crockett knocked out of bounds just in front of the goal line. And Andrew Krupke got him. He almost turned that into a touchdown, and it looked like he had no shot of that.
Man, he can make a big play out of nothing right there. One tackler, a second tackler, runs into his own teammate. But again, the way he can spin and keep his plays alive, that's the difference maker with this guy. There's a lot of fast running backs in the state. We just saw one in the last game, but his ability to spin and then again find that acceleration, that's the big difference maker with John Crockett.
Out of the eye, Crockett following Chroma. He's in the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Again, he does such a great job reading the field in front of him, reading his blocks. It's easy. He makes it look easy down there on the goal line.
Koken's kick is good. 9:35 to go in the third quarter. 6 plays, 55 yards, capped by that touchdown by John Crockett. Took 2 minutes and 21 seconds on that drive to score for the Eagles. Jenkins will set his backs in the eye. And on the pitch this time, they go wide left side. There's some significant yardage by Josh Kramer that time. Jenkins under center. Wants to pass. Not a lot of time, and it's picked off. Interception down low. Nice catch. Good timing. Jake Schauer timed that perfectly. The junior, the strong safety, comes up and gets the interception.
Inside, slowing that play down.
Out of the eye this time. Crockett going to the right side. Back left down to the 15. Spun down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line by Cody Wohlhart. First down again for the Eagles. Clock at 6:04. Rolling in the third quarter.
Yeah, look at again. He just bounces that simple dive play inside, that isolation play.
And he's going to pitch this time and out to the left side. Another nice smack out there. That was Fust, who really took a shot from Justin Lieberg, the corner. Croma's going to line up behind him. That is Crockett that will go in motion. He wants to pass off of this play. He's got a man wide open in the end zone and just can't hang on to it. They're looking for Xavier Fust there in the end zone.
Trying to start it all off.
That's the pitch. Kramer on the left-hand side. And running through a couple of tackles. There's a nice piece of running right there as he's brought down. Cooking here offensively just a little bit. Jenkins back to pass. Look at this rush. He's running for his life out of that pocket. He lets it go. And there's Bushell. And I don't know where they'll spot it. Klein on the coverage.
2008.
LaVenture in motion. Crockett comes from the other side on the counter, breaks tackles, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Look out if he gets space. He's on his way. He's being pursued, but he won't be caught. John Crockett, the senior running back, breaking tackles and then breaking free for another Eagle touchdown in this state championship game. That one, 69 yards.
Wow, that's where we finally got a chance to see the speed of John Crockett. You know, he's been waiting for that all day, just like the fans have. But we talk about running backs. One of the important things is great vision. And right there, he's able to keep his eyes upfield, see the opening. And for that Sabres defense, if you don't have it shut on the other end against a guy like John Crockett, it's gone. What a run right there, Dave.
Mickey Koken, low snap, but they hold. Nice job getting it up on the tee, and the extra point is good. That's another reason you want to get the ball back to these guys, but they can strike quick. Look at that run.
He just, again, we talked about his ability to stop and start and how fast he can get to his full speed, and it's just lightning quick, and you can't really match it at anyone across the state. And right there, again, we mentioned the great vision, but keeping his eyes upfield, seeing where those defenders are. And he sees that crease right there, and he's a north and south runner.
Yeah, you've heard of Johnny Rocket. We call him Johnny Crockett. He's like he's shot out of a cannon.
He is.
4th down, 3 yards to go. Rochelle in motion on the pitch. Kramer trying to cut inside. He does. Nice spin move. Gets the first down and then some across to the 43-yard line. Andy Maritko with the hit out there, the sophomore. This time Kramer going to the wing and going in motion. Instead, they'll hand off right up the middle. And a nice handoff and a great run out there all the way down to the 27-yard line by Tyler Page. Maritko making the tackle. Jenkins will pitch it out. There's a nice big gap that time for the Sabres, and Kramer with a good run down to the 5-yard line. Boy, he's going to be tired after this game. Evan Perez with the tackle. 111 yards on the day. Backs will be split in the backfield this time. Kramer trying to get into the end zone, and they have hit pay dirt for the first time this afternoon. Josh Kramer with the touchdown. Waiting to stand up for a long time, and they're all up. Kramer, though, nice little hesitation when he got the football.
They could have used this about 2 hours ago.
Cole Karski going to try this extra point, and it is up and good. So on the board for the first time today, and it's going to be Crockett at the 5-yard line. 15-20. Look at this. There's a hole up the middle. He sees it. He's following his blockers to the outside, taken down at midfield into Sabre territory. John Crockett.
State champions, Class 4A football for 2009.
Championship football on 45.
Such a dominating victory today, both offensively and defensively. How proud are your seniors, the leadership, and your team overall?
Well, obviously really proud of them. I think we played best at the end of the year. I think we had a great tournament for 3 games, and you know, I'm just really happy for our kids, really happy and proud of our seniors.
It's your 5th state championship this decade, 7th overall for Totino-Grace. What does that say about your team this year as maybe one of the best ever?
You know, I don't think we could really compare, but they're the best right now. They're the best right now, and they're the best in the state right now.
And if we bring in the player of the game over here, John, what can you say about his performance as well? The speed when he turned on the burners, just how much that he helped your offense?
John's a special player. John's a special person. John's a special kid.
very easily said there. John, why don't we bring you in here? I have a couple questions for you. Like we were talking about offensively, you were so dominating in this game. I've noticed that you've been crying ever since pretty much the game was over. How emotional is this for you right now?
Well, this is too much. I just give all the glory to God and my teammates. You know, without them, it's nothing. You know, I don't care what I did on the field, as long as I did out there with them. You know, I got the greatest group of guys in the world. I love these dudes. I love them. And they came out, they work hard all the time, and, you know, look what happens. Success.
When you talk about it as a group effort like you just did, they were able to make the holes in the line for you, and you were able to turn on the burners then like we've been talking about so well. What were the keys for you offensively to make such a dominating performance?
Well, Sartell is a great team. You know, if you take away some of the plays that happened, you know, we really didn't dominate. We dominated a little bit, not really that much. You know, Sartell's a great team. You know, we just opened up. They opened up the holes for me, and I just ran right through them. Did whatever I could to win the game.
Congratulations. Go enjoy it. All right, John, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Heather and Coach. As somebody who works with these student athletes, you got to love not only the emotion you see there, but from all the players, the coaches, the fans that we've seen all throughout the weekend.
Yeah, it's always a great day. You know, coming down here and watching kids compete at a great game they love to play. The preparation it takes going into them, the principles that are taught in this game are lifelong. And it's always fun to watch that. And every prep bowl, I never go away disappointed, regardless of the score, watching kids compete.